What's up, GymHybrid athletes? Today, I will go over the best exercises for each muscle group. You still have some time to make popcorn because this will be a long video, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Me and my team spent a lot of time on this video, and it will be a gold mine in terms of value. All I want in return is a simple like and a comment with your honest feedback. When selecting the exercises for this video, I made sure each one checked off 3 key boxes. Number 1, progressive overload. This is the ability to consistently increase weight or intensity, ensuring your muscles are always challenged and growing. Number 2, muscle stretch. Each exercise maximizes the range of motion, fully stretching the muscle for better growth and flexibility. And number 3, overall feel. Some exercises may offer easy progressive overload and provide a constant stretch on the muscle, but if they aren't beginner-friendly or require complex techniques to learn, they didn't make the list. Don't forget that all exercises in this video are personally tested by me and backed by science. Let's start from the bottom to the top and kick things off with the first muscle group on our agenda, the calves. Are you busting your butt in the gym but still not seeing those calves come to life? Or perhaps you're one of those who skips calf day, thinking, what's the point? I have bad genetics. We all know why you're here. You want to turn those chicken legs into something that commands attention. But before we jump into the exercises, let's take a moment and analyze the anatomy of the calf. Understanding the key muscles involved can help you better target them during your workouts. First up, we have the gastrocnemius, the prominent muscle that gives your calves that eye-catching shape. It has 2 heads, the medial and lateral, which contribute to the bulk of the calf. This muscle is primarily responsible for plantar flexion, which means pointing your toes downward, and it also assists in knee flexion. Next in line is the soleus. Nestled beneath the gastrocnemius, it may not be as visible, but don't underestimate its importance. The soleus plays a crucial role in the calf's overall function, contributing to plantar flexion, especially during activities like walking and standing for extended periods. It's the workhorse of the calf muscles. Now let's not forget about the plantaris. This small, thin muscle sits between the gastrocnemius and soleus, and interestingly, not everyone has one. Some people are born without it. Its primary function is to assist in plantar flexion and knee flexion, but its contribution is relatively minor compared to its larger counterparts. And finally, we have the Achilles tendon, the unsung hero of the calf muscles. This strong tendon connects the gastrocnemius and soleus to the heel bone, calcaneus, facilitating the transfer of force from the calf muscles to the foot. It enables essential movements like walking, running, and jumping, making it a key player in your lower body function. With that said, let's kick things off with the standing weighted calf raises on a machine. This classic exercise is a staple for a reason. It effectively targets both heads of the gastrocnemius, helping you build height and definition in your calves. When you step onto the machine, ensure the balls of your feet are positioned firmly on the platform, allowing your heels to hang off the edge. This positioning enables a full range of motion, maximizing the stretch and contraction of your calf muscles. As you rise onto your toes, focus on squeezing your calves at the top of the movement. This brief pause amplifies the muscle engagement and contributes to greater growth over time. One of the key benefits of using the machine for this exercise is the added stability it provides. You can really concentrate on the movement without worrying about balancing yourself, which is especially helpful if you're lifting heavier weights. Plus, the machine allows for a consistent load throughout the exercise, making it easier to track your progress. The seated calf raises are a fantastic addition to your calf workout because they specifically target the soleus muscle, which is crucial for overall calf development. While standing calf raises primarily engage the gastrocnemius, the seated position minimizes knee involvement, allowing for greater isolation of the soleus. This distinction is essential for developing well-rounded calves. When you perform seated calf raises, position your feet on the platform with the knees bent at a 90-degree angle. This setup ensures that your soleus is doing the heavy lifting as you push through the balls of your feet. As you rise, focus on controlling the movement, slowly pressing up and then lowering back down to feel that deep stretch in the muscle. One of the standout benefits of seated calf raises is the increased muscle activation and endurance they provide. By concentrating on the soleus, you enhance your calf's ability to sustain longer periods of activity, which is especially beneficial for athletes or anyone who spends a lot of time on their feet. Moreover, including seated calf raises in your routine contributes to a more balanced calf development, preventing potential imbalances that can arise from focusing solely on the gastrocnemius. To really maximize your gains, consider varying your foot positioning during the exercise. By changing your foot angle, turning them inwards or outwards, you can engage different parts of the soleus and help create a more sculpted appearance in your calves. If you don't have access to the standing or seated calf raise machines, you can still get an effective workout with the Smith machine calf raises. This versatile piece of equipment is often available in most gyms, and it allows you to perform calf raises with excellent stability and control. To set up, position the barbell across your upper back as you would for a squat, but ensure that your feet are positioned just in front of you, allowing your heels to hang off the edge of a step or a platform. This setup enables a full range of motion, which is key for targeting your calves effectively. As you press up onto your toes, maintain a steady rhythm and focus on squeezing your calves at the top of the movement for that extra muscle activation. One of the advantages of using the Smith machine is that it provides a fixed path for the bar, making it easier to concentrate on your form without worrying about balance. This is especially beneficial if you're new to calf training or if you're lifting heavier weights. Achieving progressive overload is also a straightforward reward process here. Can you build well-developed calves without access to a gym? The short answer is yes. You can achieve impressive calf development using bodyweight exercises like elevated slow and controlled calf raises. Stand on an elevated surface, allowing your heels to drop below your toes for a greater range of motion. Focus on lifting slowly, holding at the top, and lowering back down to maximize muscle engagement. Additionally, cycling is a fantastic way to target your calves, whether on a stationary bike or outdoors, ensuring your feet are positioned to engage your calves throughout the pedal stroke, pushing through your toes. While you might not reach the same size as someone in a gym, consistent effort with bodyweight exercises and cycling can lead to strong, defined calves. Ready to take your calf training to the next level? Here are some pro tips that will help you get the most out of your calf workouts. Maintain a straight leg position. Avoid bending your knees during calf raises. Keeping your legs straight ensures that you maximize muscle activation in the calves, effectively targeting both the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. This will lead to better growth and definition. Elevate your workout. Use an elevated surface like a step or a block when performing calf raises. Elevating your heels allows for a deeper stretch at the bottom of the movement, which enhances muscle activation and contributes to better overall calf development. Focus on volume. Aim for 4 to 5 sets with 20 to 30 reps. Calves typically respond well to higher repetition ranges, and this volume is essential for promoting hypertrophy in these stubborn muscles. The increased time under tension can help stimulate growth and improve endurance. Frequency is key. The calves are unique in that they recover faster than many other muscle groups. This means you can train them 2 to 5 times a week depending on your individual progress and recovery. Just make sure to maintain about 1 minute of rest between sets to keep your performance high. Control your movements. During each rep, focus on controlling the motion. At the top of the raise, hold for a brief moment before slowly lowering your heels back down. This not only enhances the mind-muscle connection, but also maximizes the effectiveness of each movement. Mix up your training. Incorporate different variations of calf raises, like seated, standing, and donkey calf raises, to target the muscles from various angles. This variety will help prevent plateaus and keep your workouts fresh. Now that you know the best calf exercises, it's time to move on to the next muscle group, which is the quads. Are you spending hours in the gym but still not seeing those quads pop? Or maybe you're the type who does bench press on leg day and wonders afterward why your legs aren't growing. Either way, we all know why you're here. You want to transform those noodle legs. Our quads aren't just one single muscle. They consist of different parts that all contribute to those strong, sculpted legs. The rectus femoris helps with hip flexion and knee extension, giving that full thigh look, while the vastus lateralis adds width and strength to the outer thigh. The vastus medialis, often known as the teardrop, is crucial for knee stability and that defined look near the knee joint. And the vastus intermedius lies underneath the other muscles, providing overall thickness. To build well-rounded, powerful quads, it's essential to target each part with a variety of exercises. This comprehensive approach not only enhances strength and size, but also improves athletic performance and reduces the risk of injury. The first exercise I want to talk about is the barbell back squat. There are 2 main variations, placing the bar in the upper trap zone or on your rear delts. So, what's the difference? When you position the bar over your traps, your body stays more upright, allowing for a greater emphasis on your quads. This means you'll really feel the burn in those thigh muscles as they work hard to push you back up. Keeping that upright posture not only enhances quad activation, but also promotes better form, reducing the risk of injury. On the flip side, when you place the bar over your delts, your body tends to lean forward, which shifts some of the workload to your glutes and hamstrings. While this variation can certainly help develop those muscle groups, if your main goal is to build massive quads, the trap position is the way to go. Additionally, squatting with the bar on your traps can increase your overall stability during the lift, With the weighted position higher on your back, you can maintain a more balanced center of gravity, which allows for smoother, more controlled movements. Now, let's move on to the hack squat. This exercise is fantastic for beginners or anyone dealing with lower back injuries or pain. The beauty of the hack squat machine is that it allows you to completely focus on your quads without having to engage the stabilizing muscles like you would in a traditional barbell squat. This means you can really hone in on building those thigh muscles without the added strain on your back. Recent studies show that the hack squat achieves the same level of muscle activation as the barbell squat, making it a powerful option for quad development. The machine's design also helps maintain proper form, which is crucial for both safety and effectiveness. Since your back is supported, you can push your limits without worrying as much about balancing the weight or compromising your posture. Another benefit of the hack squat is its versatility. You can adjust the weight easily and perform the exercise at a comfortable angle, allowing you to find the right position that works for your body. This adaptability is especially helpful for beginners who might be learning their limits or for those returning to training after an injury. Ah, the Smith machine, a staple in the gym rat meme community. But believe it or not, the Smith machine squat is actually a fantastic exercise for building those quads. It offers excellent muscle activation and stability, making it incredibly beginner-friendly. One of the best things about the Smith machine is that it guides your movement, which can help newcomers focus on their form without the added complexity of balancing a free weight. This stability is especially helpful if you're still developing your squat technique or if you're working your way back from an injury. Here's a pro tip. Position your legs slightly more forward during the squat for even better muscle activation. This slight adjustment shifts the emphasis onto your quads, allowing them to do more of the heavy lifting. However, keep the position exclusive to the Smith machine. Trying this leg placement with a regular barbell could lead to an epic faceplant. Definitely not the kind of viral moment you want. The Bulgarian split squat might just be one of the most hated exercises out there, but let me tell you, when it comes to muscle activation, it's definitely at the top of the list. This powerhouse move is a game changer for developing your quads, and you can perform it using dumbbells, a barbell, or even on the Smith machine. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Smith machine variation for a few reasons. First off, the Smith machine provides that extra stability, allowing you to focus solely on your form without worrying about balance. This is especially beneficial for those who are new to the exercise or who may be struggling with maintaining their footing. Plus, it helps keep your movement controlled, which is crucial for hitting those quads effectively. The Bulgarian split squat also targets each leg individually, which is fantastic for correcting muscle imbalances. You'll really feel the burn in your quads as they work hard to keep you stable and support your body weight. And let's not forget about the bonus of engaging your glutes and hamstrings too. Now, I know it might be tempting to skip this exercise when you're feeling lazy, but trust me, the results are worth the effort. If you're ready to embrace the burn and build those strong, defined quads, the Bulgarian split squat is a must-have in your leg day routine. Now, let's talk about my favorite quad and overall leg exercise, the leg extension. This exercise is perfect for both beginners and advanced athletes alike, making it a staple in any leg day routine. Here's a pro tip. Adjust your seat slightly back. Studies have shown that this adjustment provides a better stretch on your quadriceps, which is crucial for promoting hypertrophy and maximizing gains. By ensuring your seat is positioned correctly, you can guarantee that your quads are fully engaged throughout the entire range of motion, making each rep more effective. But that's not all. To really level up your leg extension game, consider incorporating some advanced techniques like drop sets and pausing at the top of the movement. Drop sets involve reducing the weight after you hit muscle failure, allowing you to keep pushing your muscles to their limits even when they're fatigued. This technique can lead to significant strength and size gains. Pausing at the top of the movement is another great way to enhance your results. This increases time under tension, which stimulates those muscle fibers more effectively and encourages growth. Just imagine the feeling of those quads burning as you hold that position. It's a sign you're doing it right. When it comes to leg exercises, the leg press is an absolute powerhouse with several variations to choose from. Let's break down the different types of leg presses and analyze which one reigns supreme for building those strong, sculpted muscles. First up, we have the horizontal leg press. This classic machine lets you push a weighted platform straight away from your body while seated. The benefit? You get to keep your back fully supported, allowing you to focus on isolating those quads. It's an excellent option for beginners as it provides a comfortable and intuitive movement. You'll really feel the burn in your thighs with each rep. Next, let's talk about the 45-degree leg press. In this variation, you're seated at an angle, pushing the platform upward. This setup not only allows for a greater range of motion compared to the horizontal press, but also shifts strain away from your lower back. As a result, it's fantastic for activating your quads, glutes, and hamstrings all at once. If you're looking to up the ante on your leg day, this is a stellar choice. Now, for those ready to take on a challenge, the single leg press is where it's at. This variation targets each leg individually, making it perfect for addressing muscle imbalances and boosting balance and core stability. Just be prepared for that extra burn. Your legs will be thanking you, and maybe cursing you, after this one. So, which one is best? For beginners, the horizontal leg press is a fantastic place to start, offering a safe and effective way to learn the movement. For overall leg development, the 45-degree leg press is the way to go for comprehensive growth, engaging multiple muscle groups effectively. For imbalances, the single leg press is your best friend for addressing any weaknesses and boosting stability. Don't sleep on the sled push either. This setup involves pushing a weighted sled along a track, giving you the freedom to explore different foot placements. Want to focus on your quads? Place your feet lower. Looking to engage your hamstring and glutes? Move them higher. Plus, the sled allows for significant loading, which is ideal for building serious strength. If you have any questions about these exercises or any other movements, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. The hamstrings and glutes work hand in hand, which is why I decided to combine the best exercises for both groups. Whether you're looking to increase strength, size, or just sculpt the perfect lower body, these moves are proven to get the job done. Trust me, these aren't just random exercises. They're carefully selected, results-driven, and personally tested by me. I'll guide you through each one with all the details you need to maximize your gains and see real progress. Our glutes and hamstrings work hand in hand to create the perfect lower body. The glutes are responsible for driving your hips forward, while the hamstrings work in sync to stabilize and control the movement. If you combine them, these muscle groups complement each other to enhance strength, power, and overall muscle development. Let's kick off with the Bulgarian split squat. I know, many of you are probably cringing right now, and you might even be cursing me for suggesting this, but trust me, it's one of the most effective exercises for targeting both the glutes and hamstrings. Here's a pro tip to make this move more comfortable and even more effective. Try doing it on the Smith machine. The added stability helps you focus on the movement without worrying about balance, allowing you to really isolate those muscles. You can also tweak your stance to shift the focus to different areas. If you want to really target your glutes, place your front foot a bit further away from the bench. This will activate the glutes more as you lower into the squat. If you move your foot closer, it shifts the emphasis onto your quads. For an extra challenge, elevate your front foot on a plate or another raised surface. This increases the range of motion, forcing your muscles to work through a deeper stretch and adding more tension for better hypertrophy. The best part? You can get all of these muscle building benefits without needing to go super heavy. So, don't let the difficulty scare you off. This move will pay off big time for both strength and size. Let's shift our focus to seated hamstring curls. Now, while this exercise doesn't directly activate the glutes, it's one of the best movements for isolating and targeting the hamstrings. It's a staple in any hamstring routine, and when done correctly, it can lead to serious gains in both size and strength. The key to getting the most out of this exercise is making sure the machine is set up properly. Adjust the pad so that it rests above your ankles, and make sure your knees are aligned with the machine's pivot point. This will ensure proper range of motion and helps you avoid straining your knees. When you begin the movement, focus on a slow and controlled contraction. Don't rush through the reps. A slow, deliberate squeeze at the top of the movement helps maximize muscle engagement and ensures you're really isolating the hamstrings. On the way down, resist the weight to make each rep as effective as possible. This eccentric part of the movement is crucial for muscle building. For an extra challenge, try pausing at the bottom for a second before you begin the curl, or even incorporating partial reps at the end of your set to push your muscles past failure. The seated hamstring curl may not work the glutes directly, but it's an essential exercise for building that strong, defined lower body. Don't skip it. The brother of the seated hamstring curl is the lying hamstring curl, and it's another incredible exercise to target the hamstrings. While it works much the same way as the seated version, the difference in positioning creates a slightly different angle, allowing you to engage the hamstrings from a different perspective. With the lying hamstring curl, you're in a prone position, which forces the hamstrings to work harder to extend your legs, creating a deep contraction at the peak of the movement. To get the best results, make sure the pad is placed just above your heels, not too low on your calves. This will help you fully activate the hamstrings and avoid unnecessary strain on the lower legs. Just like with the seated version, focus on slow and controlled movements, especially on the eccentric portion. Lowering the weight slowly for 2 to 3 seconds can really increase muscle tension, leading to better growth. For a greater challenge, try doing single leg curls. This not only isolates each hamstring individually, but also helps correct imbalances between your legs. You can also pause for a second at the top of each rep to really squeeze those muscles. The lying hamstring curl complements the seated version perfectly by hitting the hamstrings from a slightly different angle, and when used together, they ensure balanced development for your legs. The glute ham raise is often compared to the Nordic hamstring curl, but it actually offers slightly better activation for both glutes and hamstrings. This movement targets the posterior chain in a way that maximizes muscle engagement throughout the entire range of motion. What sets the glute ham raise apart is its strong emphasis on the eccentric lowering phase, which is crucial for building hamstring strength and improving overall stability. To perform the exercise correctly, position yourself on the glute ham raise machine with your knees slightly bent and your feet secured. Start by extending your hips and knees fully before lowering yourself towards the floor. The key here is to control the descent. Don't let gravity do the work. Slowly lower yourself until you reach the point just before your legs are fully extended. Then use your hamstrings and glutes to return to the starting position. The eccentric lowering phase is particularly effective for muscle growth because it places more tension on the muscles, which is shown to stimulate greater hypertrophy. Plus, it helps strengthen the hamstrings in the lengthened position, which is often overlooked in other exercises. Not only does the glute ham raise help build strength, but it also reduces the risk of hamstring injuries by improving flexibility and resilience. It's a highly effective move for both strength and injury prevention, making it a must-have in any leg workout routine. To take your results to the next level, the barbell glute bridge on a Smith machine is an excellent variation you should consider adding in your workout. The Smith machine offers a unique advantage by providing stability throughout the movement, which helps you maintain perfect form and control during every rep. This setup allows you to focus entirely on driving your hips upward, maximizing glute activation without worrying about balancing the barbell. What makes this variation so effective is that it eliminates any unnecessary movement in the upper body, allowing you to target the glutes with greater precision. By keeping your upper body stable and ensuring your shoulders remain firmly placed on the bench, you can really isolate the glutes and hamstrings, leading to better muscle engagement and development. Additionally, the Smith machine's controlled path ensures that each rep is consistent, which is key for progressive overload. As you increase weight, this controlled movement helps maintain safety and focus, giving you more confidence to push yourself harder. For an extra challenge, try pausing at the top of the movement for 1 to 2 seconds to fully contract your glutes and increase the time under tension. Whether you're just starting out or looking to add intensity to your routine, the Smith machine glute bridge is a game changer for building stronger, more defined glutes. The barbell glute bridge and hip thrust are both excellent exercises for building strong glutes, but they differ slightly in execution and the way they activate the muscles. The main difference lies in the range of motion and how your body is positioned during each exercise. The hip thrust, with your shoulders elevated on a bench, allows for a much greater range of motion. The extended range allows for a deeper glute contraction, activating the glutes more intensely and helping to achieve better overall development. The elevated position also allows for a more explosive movement, which can lead to greater strength and hypertrophy over time. On the other hand, the barbell glute bridge is performed on the floor, which limits the range of motion slightly. While you're not able to lower the hips as deeply, this variation still targets the glutes and hamstrings effectively. The position on the floor does, however, reduce the intensity of the glute contraction when compared to the hip thrust. But don't be fooled. This exercise still provides significant activation, especially when performed with the right technique and added weight. Both exercises are incredibly effective, but the key is to use them strategically in your routine. The hip thrust can be your go-to for maximum glute activation, while the barbell glute bridge is a great option when you want to target the same muscles with a more stable movement. By incorporating both exercises into your workout, you can ensure that you're hitting the glutes from different angles, leading to more balanced and complete muscle development. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Alright, we've crushed the legs, so now it's time to turn our attention to the upper body. And where better to start than with the forearms? These underrated muscles play a massive role in grip strength and overall upper body performance. Let's give them the attention they deserve. Do you feel like you're leaving the gym without that forearm pump despite your best efforts? Or perhaps you've been neglecting forearm workouts, thinking they don't matter as much as your biceps or triceps? Whatever your situation, you're here because you want to level up your forearm game. Many exercises target your forearms indirectly, which is why most people neglect this muscle group on arm day. I definitely agree with this sentiment. However, if you truly want to build impressive forearms, you need to train them separately, just like any other area of the body. For me personally, this was a game changer, and I saw significant results after incorporating targeted workouts for this muscle group into my routine. The forearm is divided into two main compartments, the anterior and the posterior. In simpler terms, these are the front and back muscles of the forearm. The anterior muscles are responsible for wrist and finger flexion, while the posterior muscles handle wrist and finger extension. To build well-developed forearms, it's essential to target both areas effectively, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. First on our list, we have the reverse grip barbell curls. This exercise is a game changer for developing your forearms while also targeting your biceps. The unique grip of this movement, where your palms face down, forces your forearms to engage more intensely than in traditional curls. Why is this important? Well, the reverse grip specifically targets the brachioradialis, one of the key muscles in your forearm, helping to create that well-defined muscular look. By emphasizing this muscle, you're not only enhancing the size of your forearms, but also improving your overall grip strength, which is crucial for many other lifts and daily activities. Additionally, the reverse grip puts less strain on your wrist compared to standard curls, allowing you to lift heavier weights with better form. This means you can push your limits safely, promoting muscle growth and preventing injuries. Incorporating reverse grip barbell curls into your routine will not only sculpt your forearms, but also contribute to your overall arm strength. What about the easy bar reverse curl? This exercise is quite similar to the standard barbell curl, but I personally prefer the easy bar because it offers a more comfortable grip, reducing strain on your wrists and forearms. The angled handles of the easy bar allow for a more natural position for your hands, which can make a big difference when you're lifting heavier weights. Just like the reverse grip barbell curls, the easy bar reverse curl effectively targets the brachioradialis, helping to build those impressive forearms while still engaging your biceps. The unique grip and positioning not only enhance muscle activation, but also promote better control throughout the movement. One of the great benefits of the easy bar reverse curl is its versatility. You can easily adjust your grip to find what feels best for you, which can help prevent fatigue and maintain proper form throughout your sets. This adaptability is especially helpful for those who are new to weightlifting, as it allows you to focus on developing strength without compromising on technique. Additionally, incorporating the easy bar reverse curl into your workout routine can lead to improved grip strength, which is crucial for enhancing your performance in other lifts like deadlifts and pull-ups. Stronger forearms mean you can handle heavier weights overall, contributing to greater gains in muscle size and strength throughout your entire upper body. Additionally, both of these exercises can be performed with a resistance band, which provides constant tension and can lead to even greater gains. If you find using resistance bands awkward, you can switch to reverse grip curls on a cable machine. This variation is a fantastic alternative, as it combines the benefits of the reverse grip with the advantages of cable training. Almost every exercise performed on a cable machine offers an edge over its regular counterpart because the cables provide constant tension throughout the entire movement. What does this constant tension mean for your muscles? It means enhanced muscle activation. Unlike free weights, where the tension may fluctuate depending on your position in the lift, cables keep the resistance consistent from start to finish. This allows you to engage your forearms and biceps more effectively throughout the entire range of motion. Additionally, using a cable machine can help you maintain better control and stability, reducing the risk of using momentum or cheating your way through the reps. This focus on form is crucial for maximizing muscle gains and preventing injuries. The reverse grip on the cable machine also promotes better wrist alignment, which can make the movement feel more comfortable, especially if you've experienced any discomfort with traditional curls. Plus, you can easily adjust the weight to fit your strength level, allowing for progressive overload, which is essential for building muscle over time. My all-time favorite forearm exercise is the wrist roller. This simple yet effective tool provides an incredible workout for your forearms. And if you perform it slow and with control, you'll feel an intense burn that signals you're working those muscles hard. I highly recommend giving it a try if you haven't already. It's a fantastic way to build both strength and endurance in your forearms. If your gym doesn't have a wrist roller, don't worry. You can easily make one yourself. Just grab the straight bar used for tricep pushdowns from the cable machine, attach a resistance band to it, tie a weighted plate to the end, and voila, you've got your very own wrist roller ready to go. To maximize the effectiveness of this exercise, ensure your hands are in a T-Rex position. This means keeping your wrists bent and your palms facing downward, which is crucial for optimal muscle activation in your forearms. If you find it challenging to maintain this position, you can also rest your hands on a Smith machine for added support. This setup allows you to focus on the movement without straining your shoulders or compromising your form. The primary goal of the wrist roller is to tire out your forearms, so hand positioning is key. Personally, I like to place the Smith machine bar around shoulder height and rest my hands over it while performing the exercise. This method isolates your forearms completely, ensuring they do all the work without the shoulders taking over. To develop a well-rounded forearm routine, it's crucial to include both wrist flexion and wrist extension exercises. This balance is essential for achieving overall forearm strength and preventing muscle imbalances which can lead to injuries. Here are 2 excellent variations that you can incorporate into your workouts. Dumbbell wrist curl. For this exercise, position your forearm on a bench or your thigh to ensure proper support and isolation. This setup allows you to effectively target the wrist flexors, aka the muscles responsible for curling your wrist. Start with a light weight and gradually increase as you build strength. By performing the movement slowly and with control, you can maximize muscle engagement and feel the burn in your forearms. Aim for 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps, focusing on the contraction at the top of the movement and a slow descent. Bench braced wrist extension. This exercise is equally effective in targeting the wrist extensors, the muscles on the opposite side of your forearm. By bracing your forearm on a bench, you can focus on the extension movement without compromising your form. Using a light dumbbell, let your hand hang off the edge of the bench and extend your wrist upward, then lower it back down for a full range of motion. This controlled movement is crucial for optimal muscle engagement. Like the wrist curl, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps, ensuring you fully extend and flex your wrist for maximum benefit. Both of these exercises are top dogs in the forearm training world and provide comprehensive forearm activation, ensuring balanced development and strength. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Now let's turn our attention to a muscle group that many of you love and aspire to develop, the biceps. Our biceps consist of 2 heads, the long and short head. Each plays a crucial role in shaping your arms. The long head gives your biceps that coveted peak, while the short head contributes to overall thickness. To achieve that impressive 3D biceps look, it's essential to effectively target both heads through a variety of moves. With that being said, let's start with the first exercise on our list, which is the incline dumbbell curl. This move is a game changer for targeting the long head of the biceps. By performing the curl on an incline bench, you place your arms in a position that allows for a greater stretch at the bottom of the movement. This increased stretch not only engages the long head more effectively, but also helps isolate the biceps, minimizing the involvement of other muscle groups. One of the key benefits of the incline dumbbell curl is that it promotes optimal muscle activation and growth. When your arms are hanging back, the muscle fibers are under tension throughout the entire range of motion, which can lead to better overall development. Plus, the angle of the bench allows for a more natural movement pattern, reducing strain on your shoulders and wrists. As you incorporate this exercise into your routine, remember to focus on controlled movements and avoid swinging the weights. This will ensure that you're maximizing your bicep engagement and getting the most out of every rep. One of my all-time favorite bicep exercises is the Bayesian curl. This move is a game changer. The constant tension from the cables really takes it to the next level by providing an incredible stretch for your biceps. But here's the catch. Form is absolutely crucial to maximize its benefits. To get the most out of the Bayesian curl, let's break down the technique. Start by positioning 1 foot forward to establish a solid base. As you lean slightly forward with your upper body, ensure your back is straight and your core is engaged. This will help maintain stability throughout the movement. Now, here's the key. Fully extend your arm back before you curl. This position not only enhances the stretch of the biceps, but also activates more muscle fibers, setting you up for a powerful connection. As you perform the curl, focus on establishing a strong mind-muscle connection. Visualize your biceps doing the work, and really concentrate on the contraction at the top of the movement. By perfecting this technique, you're not only building impressive biceps, but also improving your overall arm strength. Remember, it's all about quality over quantity, so take your time and really feel the burn. Next on the list, we have the dumbbell preacher curl, which stands out as one of the best bicep exercises for several compelling reasons. First and foremost, this movement effectively isolates the biceps, allowing for maximum tension and engagement throughout the curl. By positioning your arms on the preacher bench, you eliminate any cheating or swinging, forcing your biceps to do all the work. This leads to better muscle activation and growth. What sets the dumbbell variation apart from the others, like the barbell or easy bar options, is the increased range of motion and the ability to target each arm individually. With dumbbells, you can achieve a greater stretch at the bottom of the movement, which activates more muscle fibers and promotes a fuller contraction at the top. This is especially beneficial for those looking to develop both strength and size in their biceps. In comparison, the barbell preacher curl, while effective, can sometimes lead to a less natural wrist position, which might cause discomfort or strain for some individuals. The easy bar preacher curl offers a more ergonomic grip, but it can limit your range of motion compared to dumbbells, preventing you from fully engaging the biceps. Moreover, using dumbbells allows for a more natural movement pattern, accommodating individual arm strengths and helping to correct muscle imbalances. This is essential for developing symmetrical biceps and preventing overuse injuries. Ultimately, while all preacher curl variations have their benefits, the dumbbell preacher curl shines for its ability to isolate the biceps effectively, promote a fuller range of motion, and accommodate individual biomechanics. Some of you might not know this, but I have a solid background in calisthenics, and let me tell you, combining calisthenics with weights can lead to some incredible gains. For example, one of the most effective moves for my bicep development has been weighted chin-ups. It's literally impossible to see someone cranking out 60 to 70 pound chin-ups and still have noodle arms. When you lift that kind of weight, your biceps are getting a serious workout, and the results speak for themselves. Those heavy chin-ups build not just strength, but also serious muscle definition. Let's move on to the straight bar cable curl. This exercise is one of the best for building biceps for several reasons. First and foremost, the cable provides constant tension throughout the entire range of motion. Unlike free weights, where gravity can reduce resistance at certain points, the cable keeps the load on your muscles from start to finish. This means your biceps are always engaged, leading to more effective muscle activation and growth. Additionally, the straight bar cable curl allows for a more controlled movement. You can focus on your form, ensuring that your elbows stay stationary and your biceps do all the work. This isolation is crucial for targeting the biceps specifically and minimizing the involvement of other muscle groups, like your shoulders or back. Another advantage is the versatility of the cable machine. You can easily adjust the weight and experiment with different angles to find what feels best for you. This adaptability not only helps to keep your workouts fresh and engaging, but also allows you to customize your training based on your individual goals. Additionally, the straight bar cable curl is great for developing that peak in your biceps. By keeping your palms facing up and your elbows close to your body, you create an optimal position for muscle engagement, making it easier to achieve that impressive bicep shape. Now, let's dive into the spider curl, a fantastic exercise for isolating and effectively targeting your biceps. This move is a true gem for building those peaks. The unique setup on the bench ensures that you maintain proper form throughout the entire movement, allowing you to really focus on your biceps without any distractions. Whether you opt for dumbbells or a barbell, both variations come with great benefits. Using dumbbells allows for a greater range of motion and the opportunity to work on any strength imbalances between your arms. On the other hand, the barbell version can help you lift heavier weights, providing an intense challenge that stimulates muscle growth. One of the standout features of the spider curl is the deep stretch it provides. As you lower the weight, you engage the biceps in a way that maximizes the eccentric contraction, which is crucial for muscle development. This stretch, combined with a controlled lift, creates a powerful stimulus for growth. To get the most out of your spider curls, remember to keep your elbows locked in place and avoid swinging the weights. Focus on that mind-muscle connection. Really feel those biceps working as you curl the weight up. For those of you who have a bit of a love-hate relationship with certain exercises and find it tough to let them go, I totally get it. We all have those moves that we just can't quit, even if it might not be serving us anymore. I've got some game-changing tips that'll take almost any exercise from basic to pro-level status. Try leaning against a wall during your exercises. This little tweak can make a huge difference. It helps you avoid swinging your body and keeps your form on point. When your form is rock solid, every move you make counts. Next, consider using a resistance band along with your weights. This is a game changer. The band keeps tension on your muscles throughout the entire movement, which makes them work harder and grow stronger. When you can, try doing exercises one arm at a time. This helps correct any muscle imbalances and ensures both sides of your body get equally strong. Plus, focusing on one arm lets you perfect your form and really squeeze out every bit of effort from your muscles. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. It's time to dive into one of my personal favorite muscle groups, the triceps. If you want to have huge arms like C-Bum, you might think training your biceps every day is the key. But here's the thing. Did you know your triceps actually make up a massive 70% of your arm's total muscle mass, leaving only 30% for the biceps? Crazy, right? So if you really want the arm size of Sam Sulek, It's time to give your triceps a little extra love. Our triceps have 3 heads: a long head, a lateral head, and a medial head. For you to achieve that 3D triceps look, you need to target all 3 heads properly. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. Let's start with the first exercise on our list, which is the standing overhead cable extension. This exercise is the crown jewel in the triceps building kingdom, especially when it comes to hitting the long head of the triceps. The long head is a crucial part of your triceps because it's the biggest portion, and focusing on it gives your arms that thick, horseshoe shape everyone's after. What makes this movement so effective is the deep stretch it offers. When your arms are overhead, the long head is in the most lengthened position, and this creates an intense stretch that you just can't get from most other exercises. Combine that with constant tension from the cables, and you've got a recipe for serious muscle growth. Unlike dumbbells where the tension drops off at certain points, cables keep your triceps under pressure throughout the entire range of motion. This consistent tension means your muscles are working harder and for longer, which is exactly what you need to stimulate growth. Now, a variation I personally think is even better is the leaning overhead cable extension. Why? When you lean into the movement, you can get an even greater range of motion, allowing you to stretch your triceps more fully at the bottom and contract harder at the top. It's like leveling up an already great exercise. The extra range gives your long head more room to work, which means more muscle fibers are being activated, leading to better gains. Want to take things up a notch? Try performing this exercise one arm at a time. This approach helps you isolate each tricep more effectively and ensures you're not compensating with your stronger side. For me, this is a game changer when it comes to that all-important mind-to-muscle connection. I always prefer single arm variations because it forces you to focus on the individual muscle, and trust me, it makes a huge difference. It's like your brain and your triceps are having a direct conversation. Hey, we're doing this together, no cheating. Plus, it helps fix any imbalances you might have. Because, let's be honest, my left arm sometimes feels like it's on vacation when I train both together. Alright, let's move on to an absolute classic, the tricep pushdown. This exercise is a staple in many workout routines, and for good reason. Here you have the option to use a straight bar, V-bar, or rope attachment, each offering a unique twist to the movement. Personally, I find all of them effective, but I have a soft spot for the rope attachment. The rope allows for a greater range of motion and better isolation of the triceps, giving you that extra squeeze at the bottom of the movement. Want a pro tip? Switch between all 3 variations for maximum gains. This not only keeps your workouts fresh and exciting, but also ensures you're targeting your muscles from different angles, promoting balanced development and preventing plateaus. Incorporating variety in your exercises is key to keeping your muscles guessing and growing. Whether you prefer the solid feel of the straight bar, the comfortable grip of the V-bar, or the versatility of the rope, you can't go wrong. Each attachment brings its own benefits to the table, making the tricep pushdown a must-have in every program. Have you ever seen someone doing dumbbell kickbacks in the gym? Wait, don't tell me you're that person. If so, do yourself a favor. Find someone and ask them to give you a gentle slap back to reality. Why? While dumbbell kickbacks might look cool, they're not the most efficient way to build those triceps. Plus, let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a top-level bodybuilder doing dumbbell kickbacks? A much better alternative is the cable kickback. Here's why. With the dumbbell kickback, you're only getting real tension on your triceps at the very top of the movement, when your arm is fully extended. But as you lower the weight back down, gravity takes over and there's almost no resistance on your triceps for a large portion of the movement. That means your muscles aren't being worked to their full potential, and you're essentially leaving gains on the table. Now, when you switch to the cable machine, it's a whole different ballgame. The cable provides constant tension throughout the entire range of motion, from start to finish. So, even when your arm is in the bottom position, your triceps are still engaged and working hard. This constant pressure forces your muscles to stay activated for longer, leading to better muscle activation and growth. Another bonus with the cable kickback is that you can easily adjust the angle to target different parts of your triceps, giving you more versatility than the dumbbell version. You can also experiment with different attachments, like a rope or handle, to change the feel of the exercise and hit your triceps from various angles. This makes it a more effective and dynamic exercise for building that tricep sweep. It's time for me to share my all-time favorite tricep exercise, the elevated bench cable tricep extension. This isn't a common exercise, but trust me, once you try it, you'll be hooked. It's especially great because it targets the long head of the triceps with a full range of motion. Thanks to the elevated bench setup, you get a deep stretch at the bottom and a strong contraction at the top, with constant tension from the cables throughout the movement. The only catch is the setup. It can feel a little awkward at first since you have to position the bench just right with the cable machine. But after a couple of sets, you'll figure it out. And trust me, the gains are absolutely worth the extra effort. The elevated position helps isolate your triceps like no other exercise. So if you're looking to get that full horseshoe shape, this is the move you need in your routine. Once you nail the setup, it'll quickly become a go-to for building bigger arms. Can you build huge triceps with just your body weight? Absolutely. Dips are a fantastic answer to that. Now, I know in one of my previous videos, I ranked dips a little lower for triceps growth, and a lot of you weren't too happy about it. So let's clear the air. I want to explain the weak points of the dips, but also highlight all their benefits. And then I'll leave it up to you to decide if you want to include them in your routine. Dips are a compound exercise, meaning they don't just work the triceps, they also hit your chest, shoulders, and even your core. This makes them an excellent full body move, especially if you're short on time or equipment. Plus, since dips rely on your own body weight, you can do them almost anywhere, making them super convenient for home workouts or when the gym is packed. However, the reason I rank them lower for tricep isolation is because the chest tends to take over during the movement, especially if your form isn't dialed in. To really target the triceps, you need to lean back slightly and keep your elbows close to your body. But even then, dips aren't as good at isolating the triceps compared to the other exercises I mentioned previously. That being said, dips are still a great addition to any routine if you're looking for overall upper body strength and muscle building. They can be modified too. Add weight if they become too easy, or perform them with resistance bands if they're too hard. So while dips may not be my top pick for isolating the triceps, they're still a powerful tool for building your arms. But hey, that's just my opinion. It's totally fine if you don't agree with it. After all, even legends like Jay Cutler swear by dips for tricep gains. And I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm simply sharing my personal experience here. Different exercises work better for different people. So it's all about finding what works best for you. If dips are your go-to for triceps, more power to you. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Now, let's move on to the next muscle group on our list, the shoulders. Our shoulders have 3 heads: the anterior delts, lateral delts, and posterior delts. To achieve that 3D shoulder look, you've got to hit all 3 heads. Lucky for you, I'm about to break it down step by step. With that said, let's start with the first exercise on our list, which is the barbell overhead press. If someone asked me to choose just one shoulder exercise for the rest of my life, it would hands down be the barbell overhead press. This exercise engages all 3 heads of the deltoid, the front, middle, and rear, making it a compound movement that targets the entire shoulder region. Unlike isolation moves that hit only specific parts, this exercise ensures full development, leading to well-rounded, powerful shoulders. You can perform the barbell overhead press in 2 ways, seated or standing. Each variation brings unique benefits, so let's break down the main differences. Let's start with the seated overhead press. When you sit down to perform this exercise, you remove stabilization work from your lower body. This allows you to zero in on your shoulders, effectively isolating the deltoids. While you might lift slightly less weight compared to the standing version, the seated press is fantastic for honing in on shoulder strength and development. On the flip side, the standing overhead press demands more stability since you're working against gravity with your entire body. This means your core, lower back, and legs are all engaged to maintain balance. The standing press transforms the movement into a full body workout, enhancing not only shoulder strength, but also your overall functional fitness and posture. So, which one should you choose? Both variations are incredibly effective, and your choice should align with your fitness goals. If you're looking for a total body challenge, the standing press is your best bet. However, if you want to focus on maximizing shoulder isolation, the seated variation is the way to go. Mix them up in your routine to get the best of both worlds. Now maybe you're asking, what about the dumbbell shoulder press? What sets it apart from the barbell press is the ability to independently control each dumbbell, forcing your stabilizing muscles to kick into high gear and potentially delivering superior results. Since you're not using a barbell, you have the flexibility to control the angle at which you perform the exercise. This can be incredibly beneficial if your goal is to target specific areas of your deltoids more effectively. Once again, you have the choice to perform the move either seated or standing. And just like the barbell overhead press, each variation comes with its own set of pros and cons. With that said, let's move on to the leaning cable lateral raises, which are hands down one of my favorite shoulder exercises. You might be wondering, why choose cables over dumbbells? The answer is simple. Cables allow you to maintain constant tension through the entire movement. This means that your muscles are engaged from start to finish, maximizing the effectiveness of each rep. With dumbbells, while they are undeniably effective, you tend to lose muscle activation at the bottom of the movement, where the resistance is less. This can result in missed opportunities for muscle growth. But hey, don't get me wrong, dumbbell lateral raises are also a fantastic exercise that can help build shoulder strength and size. However, cables bring a few extra advantages to the table. For instance, the angle of resistance can be easily adjusted with cables, allowing you to target different areas of the deltoids more effectively, such as the front, side, or rear. This adaptability enhances muscle development and promotes balanced growth. Leaning into the cable also engages your core, adding a stability challenge that benefits your overall strength and posture. A strong core is crucial for maintaining proper form and preventing injury, especially during overhead movements. Additionally, this exercise improves coordination and balance as you stabilize your body in a unique position. I personally prefer incorporating exercises into my routine that allow me to work one arm at a time. This approach not only enhances isolation, but also improves my mind-muscle connection and reduces the stress over the central nervous system. By focusing on one side, I can ensure each muscle is fully activated, leading to better control and more effective results. Plus, it helps identify and correct any strength imbalances between my arms. So, can you sculpt 3D shoulders using just your body weight? The straightforward answer is yes. And the key? The handstand. But here's the catch. If you're merely kicking up into a banana handstand for a few seconds, you won't achieve that much muscle activation. Now, if you're banging out wall handstand push-ups, well, my friends, that's a game changer. But why is the handstand so effective for shoulder development? When you're in a handstand, your shoulders are not just holding your body weight, they're working hard to stabilize and push against gravity. This requires engagement from all three heads of the deltoids, ensuring balanced muscle growth. The handstand push-up allows for a greater range of motion compared to traditional shoulder exercises. As you lower your head towards the ground during a handstand push-up, you stretch the shoulders in a way that promotes flexibility and full activation of the muscle fibers. Maintaining a handstand requires intense core stabilization. This not only supports your shoulder strength, but also enhances your overall body control and balance, making it a functional movement that translates well to other exercises and everyday activities. Once you've mastered the wall handstand push-up, you can add variations like freestanding handstand push-ups or even deficit handstand push-ups. These variations increase the challenge, allowing you to progressively overload your muscles and stimulate growth. Let's move to the next exercise, the face pull. This is a fantastic addition to any shoulder workout, and here's why. The face pull primarily targets the rear deltoids and the upper back, areas that are often neglected in many shoulder routines. By incorporating this exercise, you promote balanced shoulder development, which is crucial for overall shoulder health and aesthetics. In today's world, many of us spend hours hunched over screens, leading to poor posture. The face pull counters this by strengthening the muscles that pull the shoulders back, helping you to achieve better posture over time. Stronger upper back muscles can reduce the risk of shoulder and neck pain, making this exercise especially beneficial for anyone with a sedentary lifestyle. While the face pull focuses on the deltoids, it also engages the rotator cuff muscles, which are vital for shoulder stability. Strengthening these smaller muscles not only improves shoulder function, but also enhances performance in other lifts and physical activities. Pro tip: if you want to challenge yourself, use 2 ropes instead of 1 to increase resistance and enhance your range of motion. The further your elbows are from your body, the more pressure/tension you will put on your muscles. If you're new to this exercise, start on the ground for added stability. Attach the cable high, lie on your back, and pull the rope towards your face with your elbows high. This allows you to focus on form before transitioning to the standing variation. Remember to concentrate on contracting your rear deltoids and upper back for optimal results. Another GOAT exercise in the shoulder world is the Z press. It is performed seated on the floor with your legs extended in front of you, which forces your core to engage significantly throughout the lift. This setup not only challenges your shoulder muscles, but also activates your core stabilizers, promoting overall core strength and stability. A strong core is essential for transferring power through the body and maintaining good posture during other lifts. One of the standout features of the Z press is that it minimizes the potential for cheating. Since you're seated on the floor, you can't rely on leg drive to help you lift the weight overhead. This means your shoulders are doing all the work, leading to increased muscle activation and strength gains in the deltoids. By performing this move, you work on shoulder stability in a unique position. This helps strengthen the stabilizing muscles around the shoulder joint, which is crucial for injury prevention. Additionally, this exercise encourages greater shoulder mobility as you must maintain a neutral spine and stable base while pressing. This movement pattern can enhance your range of motion over time, benefiting your overall shoulder health and function. Now you might be wondering, do I really need to include all these exercises in my routine? The answer? It all depends on your fitness level and your goals. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Drop a comment below with your current level and what you're aiming for, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible with personalized advice to help you crush those goals. Now, let's shift gears to the next muscle category on our list, the chest. Now, if you're tired of your chest looking like a pancake, don't worry. We're about to flip that. Our chest muscles are divided into 3 areas: lower, middle, and upper. To achieve that Chris Bumstead 3D chest look, you need to target all 3 areas effectively. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. With that said, let's start with one of the most OG exercises, the barbell bench press. Now there's a reason the bench press has stood the test of time. It's one of the best overall chest builders out there. Why? Because it targets multiple areas of the chest, mainly the middle, but with slight adjustments, you can hit the upper and lower portions too. You have 3 variations of this exercise: the flat, incline, and decline bench press. Each one plays a unique role in building that 3D chest. Let's break them down. The flat bench press is the foundation of chest workouts, and for good reason. It primarily targets the middle of your chest, the biggest portion of your pecs. It's a compound movement, meaning it also engages your shoulders and triceps, making it a go-to for building overall upper body strength. Plus, by adjusting your grip width, you can shift more focus to your chest or bring your triceps into play. It's simple, effective, and a staple for chest development. Now, if you want that full 3D chest look, you can't just stop at the flat bench. That's where the incline bench press comes in. Set the bench at a 30 to 45 degree angle, and you'll start targeting your upper chest. The incline position puts more emphasis on the clavicular head of the pecs, which helps develop that thicker, fuller chest that stands out, especially in shirts or when you hit those front poses. Most people tend to have underdeveloped upper pecs, so including incline work is crucial to fill out your chest. On the flip side, we have the decline bench press, which hits the lower portion of your chest. While it can be useful for rounding out your pecs, it's not as essential as the flat and incline versions. Your lower chest gets plenty of work from other movements. Plus, the decline angle can sometimes put your shoulders in a more vulnerable position, which is why it's often considered less effective compared to the flat or incline bench presses. I'm definitely not a fan of this variation because the risk to reward ratio is not worth it in my book. Can you sculpt an impressive chest using your body weight? Absolutely. Dips are a fantastic option. They might not get as much attention as the bench press, but they're one of the most underrated moves for building serious chest mass. When performed with a forward lean, dips target the lower and outer portions of your chest, giving you that deep, thick look in your pecs. More advanced athletes can easily apply progressive overload by using a weighted belt or vest, and beginners can use a resistance band to make the movement easier. One of the reasons dips are so effective is that they force your muscles to stabilize your entire body, engaging more muscle fibers than many machine-based movements. The stretch you get at the bottom of the dip also promotes hypertrophy, encouraging muscle growth in areas other exercises might miss. And they're not just popular in theory. Some of the biggest names in bodybuilding use them as a secret weapon to build their chest. Legends like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbu were known to include dips in their chest routines to add mass and definition. Even modern bodybuilders like Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, and Chris Bumstead have spoken highly of incorporating dips into their training. So if it's good enough for these guys, you know it's a move worth adding to your chest building arsenal. Here are a few tips I found helpful over the years. Maintain a forward lean to emphasize your chest over your triceps. Use a wider grip for better chest targeting and stability. Lower until your elbows are at about 90 degrees for optimal muscle activation and stretch. Perform the movement slowly, focusing on the lowering phase for maximum engagement. If you're a more advanced lifter, use a dip belt or vest for extra resistance. Another standout bodyweight exercise for me is the push-up. You can't go wrong with it because it's effective for both beginners and advanced athletes. When it comes to push-ups, the options are endless. My top 4 favorites that I always recommend are the classic standard, wide, decline, and diamond variations. When I'm traveling and don't have access to a gym or time for a full workout, this is the routine I love to do. I aim for 100 reps of each variation: 100 decline push-ups, 100 wide push-ups, 100 normal push-ups, and 100 diamond push-ups, all completed in the shortest time possible with minimal rest in between. For example, in my first set, I might knock out 50 reps, then do 42 on the second set, 38 on the third, and so on. The goal here is to reach 100 reps for each variation as quickly as possible. By the way, feel free to comment below with your best time for this challenge. I'm curious to see how many of you can complete this in under 30 minutes. Let's move on to the pec deck. This machine is a fantastic addition to your chest workout because it isolates your pectoral muscles, allowing you to really hone in on building that definition and fullness in your chest. Unlike compound movements that engage multiple muscle groups, the pec deck lets you focus solely on your chest, making it ideal for targeting those stubborn areas that need extra attention. To get the most out of your pec deck workout, it's crucial to adjust the seat height so that the handles are level with your chest. This alignment ensures that you're in the optimal position for the exercise, maximizing the effectiveness of each rep. As you pull the handles together, remember to maintain a slight bend in your elbows. This not only protects your joints, but also keeps tension on the chest throughout the movement. At the peak of the motion, squeeze your pecs tightly. This is where the magic happens. Every time I finish this exercise, I experience an incredible pump in my chest, and that's largely due to the strong mind-muscle connection you can build with the pec deck. This feeling isn't just satisfying, it's a sign that you're effectively engaging your muscles, promoting growth and endurance. The next exercise on our list is the chest press, and it's an absolute staple for building a strong, defined chest. This powerful movement effectively targets the pectoral muscles, just like the pec deck, but it also engages your shoulders and triceps, making it a fantastic compound exercise that maximizes your upper body workout. One of the standout advantages of the chest press is that it provides a natural pressing motion. This allows you to maintain proper form throughout the movement, which is crucial for avoiding unnecessary strain on your shoulders and joints. A solid pressing technique not only helps in building strength, but also promotes injury prevention, making it a safer option for all fitness levels. Additionally, the chest press offers the flexibility to adjust your grip width, allowing you to target different areas of your chest effectively. A wider grip emphasizes the outer pecs, helping to create that broad, full appearance, while a narrower grip shifts the focus more towards the inner chest, enhancing overall definition. But here's something to keep in mind. To get the most out of your chest press, consider incorporating techniques like pause reps or tempo training. For instance, pause at the bottom of the movement for a second or two before pressing back up. This not only increases time under tension for your muscles, but also helps reinforce proper form. Plus, don't forget the power of visualization. Picture your chest working with every rep, and you'll enhance your mind-muscle connection. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Red Bull won't give you wings, but the next exercise selections definitely will. Introducing the next muscle group on our list, the back. If your back's been looking more like a surfboard than a mountain range, don't stress. We're about to change that. These moves won't make you a Ninja Turtle, but they'll have your back so jacked that even Shredder might think twice before messing with you. Our back muscles are divided into 3 key areas: the upper, middle, and lower back. If you want to achieve V-shape aesthetics like Christian Bumstead and Sam Sulek, you need to target all these areas effectively. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. With that said, let's start with the first exercise, the chest supported row. This one's a real game changer for building a thick, strong back, especially when it comes to hitting your lats, rhomboids, and traps. What makes it so effective? Well, the chest support keeps you locked in place, so there's no room for swinging or using momentum like you're at a rock concert. It forces you to isolate those key upper and middle back muscles, ensuring every rep counts. By eliminating lower back involvement, this exercise lets you focus entirely on your back's contraction and stretch. It's like giving your lats and rhomboids VIP treatment, while telling your lower back, don't worry, you're off duty today. Plus, the range of motion is perfect for maximizing muscle engagement, hitting everything from the lats to those hard-to-target rear delts. But here's the bonus. It's a secret weapon for posture correction. Strengthening the muscles that pull your shoulders back and open up your chest means you'll be less likely to end up with that hunched over my laptop look. So not only are you building muscle, but you're also walking out of the gym standing taller and stronger. Red Bull won't give you wings, but pull downs definitely will. These exercises are a fantastic way to build a powerful back and achieve that V-taper that we all want. With a plethora of variations and attachments available, the options are virtually endless. While delving into the specifics of each could easily turn this into an hour-long video, I'll keep it concise. The truth is, every variation of the pull-down offers fantastic muscle activation. It just depends on which area of your back you're looking to target. From wide grips to narrow grips, each one hits different muscle fibers in your lats and upper back. Think of it this way. If your back were a pizza, each variation adds a different topping that brings out unique flavors. For simplicity, I highly recommend sticking to the side-to-side lateral pull-downs. This classic variation is a foolproof way for developing width and strength in your lats. Plus, it's easy to set up and adjust to your preference, so there's no excuse for not giving it a try. But don't hesitate to experiment with different variations to discover what works best for you. Just a heads up, avoid behind-the-neck pull-downs in any similar exercises. These movements can place your shoulders in a compromised position, significantly increasing the risk of injury. The risk-to-reward ratio simply isn't worth it. Instead, opt for safer variations like wide grip or close grip pull-downs that effectively target your lats without putting your shoulders at risk. Remember, prioritizing your safety is crucial for long-term success in your fitness journey. Instead, focus on safer alternatives that effectively target your back muscles without jeopardizing your shoulder health. Remember, building strength and muscle should never come at the expense of your own well-being. What makes pull-downs so effective is the range of motion they provide. As you pull down the bar, you engage your lats, traps, and even your biceps, creating a synergistic effect that builds strength and size. Next up, we have cable rows, which are a personal favorite for many athletes, and for good reason. These exercises provide a deep stretch on the lats while developing an incredible pump, making them a standout exercise in any back routine. What sets cable rows apart is their ability to combine strength training with a full range of motion. Unlike some free weight exercises that might limit your movement, the cables offer constant tension throughout the entire lift. As you pull the handle towards your torso, you engage not just your lats, but also your traps, rhomboids, and rear delts. It's like a team effort for your back muscles. Everyone's invited to the party. Plus, because you can easily adjust the cable height, you can target different areas of your back, giving you the versatility to customize your workout. The more you focus on contraction and stretch, the more your muscles respond. You might even catch yourself in the mirror thinking, wow, who's that back-studded superstar? And for those of you who might worry about form, don't fret. The cables guide your movement, making it easier to maintain proper posture throughout the exercise. Just remember to keep your shoulders down and your back straight. The timeless classic, the pull-up. In my book, it's the absolute king of back exercises. Not only does it engage your lats, but it also activates your biceps, traps, and core, making it a full-body powerhouse. With endless variations to choose from, if I had to crown the best one, it would be the wide pull-up. This variation is exceptional for targeting those outer lats, helping you achieve the coveted V shape that turns heads at the beach. But hold your grip. Make sure not to go too wide on the bar. Sometimes I see folks stretching out their arms like they're trying to hug the sky, and that's not ideal for muscle growth. Going overly wide can lead to poor form, putting unnecessary strain on your shoulders and reducing your effectiveness. Instead, aim for a grip that's slightly wider than your shoulder width. This sweet spot will maximize lat activation while keeping your shoulders safe and sound. While the pull-up is a fantastic exercise, I still recommend experimenting with different variations. Whether it's chin-ups, neutral grip pull-ups, or even adding weight with a dip belt, each variation brings something unique to the table. For instance, chin-ups focus more on the biceps, making them a great complement to your back workout. Mixing it up not only keeps your routine fresh, but also helps you break through plateaus and achieve balanced muscle development. Standard pull-ups also come with the added bonus of improving your grip strength, something that's crucial for all lifts. As you hang there, pulling yourself up, your forearms are getting a solid workout, which translates to better performance in other exercises. It's like hitting two birds with one stone, only in this case, the birds are strong lats and powerful grip. I know you've been waiting for the one-arm dumbbell row, and the moment is finally here. This movement delivers an incredible stretch at the bottom and activates those muscles like a champ at the top, making it a fantastic exercise for targeting the lats, rhomboids, and traps. What sets it apart is the ability to isolate each side of your back separately, helping you to correct any muscle imbalances and ensuring a symmetrical physique. Now, the only hiccup is that some folks feel it more in their arms than their back. But fear not, that's usually a form issue. It's essential to keep your elbows close to your body and focus on pulling with your back rather than your arms. Think of it as engaging your lats to row the weight instead of just lifting it. Once you nail down your form, you'll feel the difference. Another point to consider is that once you max out dumbbells at your gym, progress can hit a roadblock. However, this isn't a deal breaker. It'll take years for most people to reach that level, and you can always increase the tempo, adjust the angle of your torso, or use resistance bands to enhance the challenge. Additionally, incorporating unilateral movements like the one-arm dumbbell row not only builds strength, but also improves coordination and core stability. As you pull that weight, your core engages to stabilize your body, making this exercise a true full-body effort. So whether you're aiming for aesthetic gains or functional strength, the one-arm dumbbell row is an essential addition to your workout arsenal. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Want a thick and strong neck? Who doesn't, right? This is the next group on our list, so let's dive straight into the best exercises. Think building a powerful, well-defined neck is tough? Not if you know the right moves. Here's the thing, neck muscles are different from the rest. If you haven't trained them before, you're in for some fast gains. Why? Because an untrained neck is a goldmine for growth. Remember when you first started going to the gym? You likely saw great results in the first month, even if your program wasn't perfect. That's totally normal. Your body was adapting to resistance training for the first time. The same principle applies to your neck. With just a few targeted exercises, you'll see noticeable strength and size, giving you a complete, powerful look. But you won't see any results if you have the wrong exercise selection. To achieve a strong, thick neck, it's crucial to focus on 3 key areas: the front, sides, and back. Each of these regions contributes to both the strength and appearance of your neck, so effectively targeting them will help you develop a well-rounded and powerful profile. The front of the neck helps with flexion and is important for movements like lifting and pushing. The sides are key for lateral movement and stability, and they contribute to a thick, balanced look. The back of the neck, which plays a critical role in extension and overall strength, is vital for postural support and overall neck health. For the front side of your neck, incorporating a neck curl movement is crucial. Start with bodyweight exercises like neck flexions on a gym bench. To do this, lie on your back with your head hanging off the edge of the bench. Tuck your chin to your chest, then lift your head slightly off the bench, engaging the muscles in the front of your neck. Slowly lower your head back down, keeping the movement controlled. This exercise effectively activates and strengthens the muscles along the front of your neck, providing a solid foundation for building size and strength in that area. Once you've mastered the bodyweight version, it's time to progress to weighted exercises to increase the challenge and accelerate muscle growth. A great next step is the neck curl with a plate. For this, lie on your back on the bench, hold a weight plate against your forehead, and perform the same chin to chest motion. The added resistance will push your muscles harder, helping you develop thickness and strength. Over time, you can increase the weight to continue promoting muscle growth and improving strength in the front of your neck. For the sides of your neck, it's essential to incorporate movements that target the lateral muscles, like neck rotations or lateral flexions. You can start with bodyweight exercises such as lateral neck flexion. To perform this, sit on a gym bench with your back straight and your feet firmly on the floor. Tilt your head towards one shoulder, bringing your ear closer to your shoulder. Hold the position for a moment to engage the muscles, then slowly return to the starting position. Switch sides and repeat. This simple yet effective movement targets the muscles along the sides of your neck, helping to build strength while also improving flexibility and range of motion. As you progress more and become more comfortable with the bodyweight version, you can increase the intensity with weighted exercises. One of the best options is the lateral neck flexion with a plate. For this, lie on your side on the bench with your head hanging off the edge. Place a weight plate against the side of your head, making sure it's securely positioned. Then, slowly tilt your head towards your shoulder, engaging the muscles along the side of your neck. Hold for a brief second at the bottom, then return to the starting position. This added resistance will push your neck muscles harder, increasing the intensity and promoting muscle growth. As you become stronger, you can gradually increase the weight to further challenge the muscles and enhance development along the sides of your neck. For the back side of your neck, it's essential to focus on extension movements. A great starting point is the bodyweight exercise known as the prone neck extension. To perform this, lie face down on a gym bench with your head hanging off the edge. Keep your body straight and engage your core for stability. From this position, lift your head upwards towards the ceiling, keeping your chin slightly tucked. Hold the top position for a moment to fully engage the muscles at the back of your neck, then slowly lower your head back down in a controlled manner. This exercise is effective for targeting the posterior neck muscles, helping to develop strength and size in the upper and lower traps, as well as the muscles at the base of your skull. Once you feel comfortable with the bodyweight version and are able to perform it with good form, you can progress to a weighted version to further challenge your muscles. The weighted neck extension is an excellent option. To perform this, lie face down on the bench just like the bodyweight version, but this time, place a weight plate against the back of your head. Holding it securely with your hands, slowly lift your head towards the ceiling, just like in the bodyweight version. But now with the added resistance of the weight plate, hold for a moment at the top to really activate the muscles. Then lower your head back down slowly. The added weight will increase the intensity, promoting greater muscle development in the back of your neck. As you progress, you can gradually increase the weight to continue challenging the muscles and stimulating growth. It's always a good idea to start with bodyweight exercises when you train your neck. This will help you build a solid foundation by mastering the movement and developing a strong mind-muscle connection. The neck is one of the most overlooked muscle groups, and because of that, you may see noticeable improvements in the first month, especially when focusing solely on bodyweight exercises. Mastering your form is key. Proper technique will minimize the risk of injury and set you up for continued progress down the road. Once you're comfortable with bodyweight movements and confident in your technique, it's time to level up. When incorporating weights, remember to focus on using your neck muscles to perform the movement, not your arms. It's easy to rely on your arms to lift the plate or dumbbell, but doing so will take the focus off your neck and reduce the effectiveness of the exercise. Keep your arms relaxed and out of the movement to make sure your neck muscles are doing all the work. This will lead to better muscle activation, improved strength, and reduced risk of injury. Another excellent tool to elevate your training is the head harness, which offers distinct advantages over simply using a regular plate or dumbbell. Unlike traditional exercises where you hold the plate against your head with your hands, the head harness securely straps around your head, allowing you to isolate the neck muscles more effectively. This setup prevents you from relying on your arms to stabilize the weight, a common issue when using just a plate. With the head harness, the resistance is directed precisely at your neck, ensuring better muscle activation. What makes the head harness even more valuable is its versatility. You can pair it with a resistance band to adjust the tension throughout the movement, providing a unique training stimulus compared to the static load of a plate. This allows you to progressively increase resistance while maintaining proper form, something that can be challenging when relying on a plate alone. The head harness is also highly portable, making it perfect for home workouts or when traveling. Unlike a standard weight plate, which requires a gym setting or extra equipment for transport, the head harness is compact and easy to use anywhere. Whether you prefer the variable resistance of a band or the steady load of a plate, the head harness ensures you can target your neck muscles with precision and consistency, making it a game changer for neck strength and development. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. You can't build defined muscles without a solid core to support them, and what better way to introduce the abs than with that truth? Our abs aren't just one single muscle. They're made up of different parts that all play a role in creating that defined, sculpted look. The rectus abdominis is responsible for those six-pack lines, while the obliques add that sharp definition on the sides. To build a complete chiseled core, it's essential to hit each part with various targeted movements. Now, let's move on to the first exercise, the machine crunch. This move stands out as one of the best ab exercises because it offers something many traditional core exercises can't: consistent resistance. With regular crunches or sit-ups, your abs only face the weight of your upper body. But with the machine crunch, you can adjust the weight to fit your strength level and progress over time. This ability to increase resistance is key because it allows for progressive overload, which is essential if you want your abs to grow stronger and more defined, just like you would for any other muscle. Why does this matter? Well, targeting your abs with increasing weight encourages muscle fibers to tear and rebuild more densely, giving you that deep, sculpted look that's tough to achieve with only bodyweight exercises. Plus, this added resistance enables you to hit the deeper layers of the rectus abdominis more effectively, working those muscle fibers that are responsible for creating sharp, visible lines in your six-pack. Another benefit? The machine crunch allows you to isolate your abs while supporting your lower back. By keeping your posture stabilized, you're able to perform each rep with proper form, which reduces the risk of accidentally using momentum or straining your neck and back. This controlled movement ensures that each crunch targets the rectus abdominis intensely, leading to a more thorough contraction with every rep. So you're not just doing a lot of reps, you're doing effective reps that actually bring results. Another top crunch variation is the cable crunch. Unlike most ab exercises, the cable crunch uses a dynamic range of motion with adjustable resistance, allowing you to hit your abs with increasing intensity as you get stronger. This adjustability is key because it makes progressive overload simple to achieve, which is what stimulates muscle growth in the abdominal region. Over time, this consistent increase in resistance helps develop deeper cuts in the abs, building those sharp six-pack lines. The cable crunch engages not only the rectus abdominis, the main muscle in the six-pack, but also activates the deeper core stabilizers. By kneeling with a cable and pulling down, you're involving the entire abdominal wall and training your body to stabilize and brace under load. This kind of full core engagement is excellent for both aesthetics and functional strength, as it reinforces your midsection for better balance and support during other exercises. Plus, performing the movement with the cable machine requires you to maintain controlled breathing and posture. Exhaling as you contract down and squeezing at the bottom of each rep allows you to focus on maximal tension in the abs. This breathing control not only deepens the engagement but also enhances core stability, creating a well-rounded, balanced look. Additionally, using cables gives you constant tension throughout the entire movement, something you don't get with most exercises. Next up, we have the hanging leg raise. This is a unique exercise because it primarily targets the lower portion of the rectus abdominis, which is one of the most challenging areas to define. Let's be real, even our grandmas have the upper two abs visible. Most ab exercises focus on the upper abs, but the hanging leg raise requires you to lift your legs against gravity, which directly engages the lower abs and helps you create that full six-pack look. This is especially effective for building the lower portion of the abs, which often gets overlooked but plays a crucial role in a balanced, strong core. What makes this exercise even more beneficial is that it works the entire core, including the obliques, hip flexors, and stabilizers, as you control your legs on the way up and down. The hanging position demands core stability, which means every muscle in your midsection is working to keep you steady and in control. This results in a deeper engagement of the abs compared to floor exercises, making each rep both challenging and rewarding. Another unique aspect of hanging leg raises is their role in building grip strength. By holding onto the bar, you're training your forearms and upper body stability at the same time, making this a compound move that benefits more than just your core. If you want to push the intensity even further, you can add ankle weights or gradually progress to raising your legs higher, working your way towards hanging toe touches. And now is a great time to transition exactly to that move. The boss of all hanging ab exercises is the toe to bar. Many people think you need the flexibility of a gymnast to pull off this movement, but that's not entirely true. Sure, if you're as stiff as a wooden plank, it might seem close to impossible, but if you're average or even slightly below average in flexibility, you can definitely nail it with the right technique. This is my personal favorite exercise when it comes to abs, and here's why. The toe to bar exercise demands full core activation in a way few others can. By lifting your feet all the way up to the bar, you're working through a wider range of motion, targeting both the upper and lower sections of the rectus abdominis, while also hitting the obliques as you stabilize the movement. This broad range is key for building that all-around core definition. Every part of your abs get engaged, ensuring you're not just strengthening, but also sharpening each muscle. Plus, toe to bar movements add a serious mobility and control challenge. To get your toes to the bar, you have to coordinate your abs with your hip flexors, while maintaining grip strength and control through your shoulders and arms. This coordination develops a balanced core that isn't just strong, but also agile and flexible, which can help in all sorts of athletic movements. And let's not forget the intensity factor. The toe to bar is tough. It's an advanced move that forces you to recruit maximum effort from your core, but that's what makes it so effective. If you're looking to push your limits and take your abs to the next level, this exercise is a game changer. For sculpted obliques, nothing beats the cable twist. This move specifically targets the obliques, which are crucial for adding that V-tapered shape to your waistline. Unlike static exercises, the cable twist allows for rotational movement, which mimics real-life functional movements and sports activities. This rotation not only builds strength in the obliques, but also enhances core stability and control, making it a key move for both aesthetics and functional strength. One of the biggest advantages of using a cable is the constant tension it provides. Unlike body weight or plate twists, the cable ensures your obliques are engaged throughout the entire movement, both as you twist to one side and resist on the way back. This dual action helps maximize the effectiveness of each rep, leading to stronger, more visible obliques over time. To get the most out of the cable twist, focus on controlled movement. Avoid rushing or using momentum, as the goal is to isolate the obliques as much as possible. This controlled twist not only intensifies the burn, but also protects your lower back by keeping the movement steady and aligned. You can adjust the cable height for variety, working different parts of the obliques and keeping your routine fresh and challenging. You've probably heard the saying, abs are built in the gym, but made in the kitchen. But how many of us truly live by that mantra? Let's get real. No matter how intense your workout routine is, whether you're crushing it with Christian Bumstead's program or following David Lade's daily regimen, your results will never hit their full potential if your nutrition is on the back burner. Training might get all the glory, but it's time to face the facts. 30% training, 70% nutrition. That's the winning formula. If you're aiming for a chiseled six-pack, men typically need to target a body fat percentage between 8 to 12%, while women should aim for about 14 to 18%. Reaching those numbers isn't just about hitting the gym hard, it requires a consistent diet filled with lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. So what does this mean for you? It means that no matter how hard you sweat and grind in your workouts, without proper nutrition, those abs will stay hidden under a layer of fat. You can't out-exercise a bad diet. So take charge of your nutrition, fuel your body right, and watch as your hard work in the gym starts to pay off. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. The next ranking isn't focused on a muscle group. Instead, we're switching things up. I'll be diving into the best cardio-based exercises for burning calories. Are you trying to burn calories fast but tired of cardio that feels like it's going nowhere? Whether you're after rapid weight loss, building endurance, or just want to break a serious sweat, there's a big difference in results you get from each type of cardio. What makes them stand out is their ability to burn calories fast, measured by calories burned per hour, which is an essential metric for efficient workouts. For example, some cardio exercises and machines can be really intense and burn a lot of calories, but if you're exhausted after 30 seconds and need a 5-minute rest, it's not ideal for calorie burning. This type of training has its own benefits, of course, but our focus here is on exercises that burn the maximum amount of calories in a set amount of time. But calorie burn is just the start. These workouts also come with other powerful research-supported benefits. Regular cardio training not only strengthens your heart and improves oxygen efficiency, but it can also lower blood pressure over time. Plus, it builds the kind of stamina that fuels your entire fitness routine. And there's a mental edge too. These exercises release endorphins that elevate mood, reduce stress, and sharpen focus. In short, the right kind of workout can transform your fitness journey inside and out. With all that in mind, let's dive into some of the most effective calorie burning exercises, starting with a classic piece of equipment, the stationary bike. Within this category, there are 4 key types to choose from. The air bike brings intensity with its fan resistance. The spin bike provides that road-like feel. The upright bike delivers a more traditional experience, and the recumbent bike offers extra support for a comfortable, extended ride. But do all these lead to the same results? The answer is no. Let's start with the recumbent bike. It is the most comfortable and least intense option, making it great for beginners, those with joint issues, or anyone looking for a low-impact workout. While it still provides cardiovascular benefits, the lower intensity typically results in fewer calories burned compared to the other bikes. The upright bike offers a solid cardio workout and burns a decent amount of calories, primarily targeting the lower body. However, as your body adapts to the routine over time, its effectiveness in calorie burning may decrease. Many professional athletes, including Greg Doucette, share this perspective. Despite this, the upright bike remains versatile, allowing you to incorporate both steady state and interval training into your workouts. Next up, we have the spin bike, which is designed for high-intensity, continuous pedaling. With its ability to adjust resistance and mimic outdoor cycling, it offers a challenging workout that can burn a significant amount of calories, especially during spin classes or interval training. When it comes to gym bikes, the air bike tops the list because it engages both your upper and lower body, leading to a higher calorie burn. The resistance increases the harder you work, making it perfect for high-intensity workouts. It's often used in high-intensity interval training, which is known for maximizing calorie burn in a shorter period. However, the downside is that it's tough to sustain this workout for a long period because you'll likely gas out and need a break. Sure, if you can go for an hour nonstop, you'll burn more calories compared to the other bikes. But let's be real, very few people can maintain that intensity without needing a break. If I had to rank all these bikes in a graph, this is what it would look like. Now, beyond the gym bikes, there's the standard bike, which is often your best bet when it comes to burning calories effectively. Unlike stationary bikes, outdoor cycling offers a much more dynamic and varied workout. When you're riding outside, you're constantly navigating through natural terrain changes, dealing with wind resistance, and balancing your body, all of which force your muscles to work harder. This doesn't just engage your legs, but also activates your core and upper body for balance and control. These factors combine to make outdoor cycling a more intense workout. leading to a significantly higher calorie burn compared to the stationary options. Furthermore, outdoor cycling introduces real-world challenges that simply can't be replicated in the gym. Whether it's climbing hills, pushing through headwinds, or adapting to rough, uneven surfaces, these elements force your body to exert more effort and push past your usual limits. This increased intensity not only burns more calories, but it also enhances your endurance and builds functional strength that translates into better performance in other activities. Is there a difference between running on a treadmill and running outdoors? Absolutely. And here's why. Running outdoors exposes you to a variety of natural elements that elevate the intensity of your workout. The constantly changing terrain, whether it's uphill, downhill, or on uneven surfaces, requires your body to adjust in real time, engaging different muscle groups to maintain balance and form. The wind resistance you face outdoors forces your body to work harder, making each stride more challenging than the controlled environment of a treadmill. Additionally, outdoor running often means dealing with weather conditions like heat, cold, rain, or humidity, which can further increase the physical demands of your workout. The unpredictability of outdoor surfaces, whether it's gravel, grass, pavement, or mud, adds another layer of challenge that a treadmill just can't replicate. These changing surfaces require your muscles to adapt and provide more variety in your movement, preventing the repetitive strain that often comes with treadmill running. Plus, navigating obstacles like puddles, curbs, or even avoiding other pedestrians keeps you on your toes and forces your body to work harder than it would on a treadmill, where you're running in a consistent, predictable environment. Treadmills, while incredibly convenient and adjustable, offer a controlled setting that lacks the variability and real-world challenges of outdoor running. As a result, running outdoors can provide a more comprehensive workout, improving not just your cardiovascular fitness, but also your strength, coordination, and endurance. Does this mean the treadmill is useless? Absolutely not. Not everyone enjoys running outdoors, especially when the weather conditions aren't ideal. For those who prefer a controlled environment or need a safer option, the treadmill is a great choice. However, when it comes to purely burning calories, outdoor running takes the crown. What about sprinting? Outdoor sprinting, especially on elevated surfaces like hills, is undeniably one of the most effective forms of cardio you can do. Sprinting uphill not only increases the intensity of your workout, but also engages more muscle groups than flat ground running. The incline forces you to work your glutes, hamstrings, calves, and more, while also requiring greater activation of your core and arms for balance and propulsion. This added resistance leads to a higher calorie burn in a shorter amount of time compared to running on flat surfaces or even a treadmill. Additionally, sprinting outdoors in varying conditions, such as wind resistance or changes in terrain, further challenges your body, making each sprint session even more efficient for burning fat and building muscle. I personally combine outdoor running and sprints into my routine. I start with a moderate-paced run, and then, without resting, I go into an intense sprint for as long as possible. After that, I transition into a brisk walk to cool down and help bring my heart rate back to normal. It's a huge mistake to sit down on a bench or ground immediately after a sprint or intense run. Doing so puts a lot of stress on your heart, which is still recovering from the intense effort. Let's move on to boxing, which is hands down one of the best forms of cardio you can do, period. Boxing offers a full-body workout that combines explosive, high-intensity intervals with constant movement, making it incredibly effective for burning calories. Not only does it boost cardiovascular endurance, but it also enhances strength, speed, and coordination. The combination of powerful punches, dynamic footwork, and defensive maneuvers keep you constantly engaged, working multiple muscle groups simultaneously. This full-body engagement ensures that you're not just working your arms, but also your core, legs, and even your back. The constant movement and intensity of boxing makes it an incredibly efficient calorie burner while also improving overall fitness, agility, and mental focus. Whether you're hitting the bag, shadow boxing, or sparring, boxing provides a challenging workout that pushes you to your limits while delivering maximum results. Next up, we have swimming, which is a powerhouse when it comes to burning calories because it engages almost every muscle group in your body. Whether you're doing laps in the pool or performing different strokes, the resistance of the water provides a full-body workout that elevates your heart rate and challenges your cardiovascular system. Additionally, the buoyancy of the water reduces the impact on your joints, allowing for a high-intensity workout with minimal risk of injury. This makes swimming not only effective for burning calories, but also a great option for overall fitness and endurance. If you have any questions about these exercises or other movements, Feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. If you made it this far in the video, my team and I want to personally thank you. You are a legend. Feel free to drop a comment if you have any questions and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I always aim to respond to all your comments. And finally, if you found this video helpful and enjoyed watching it, make sure to give it a like. Thank you for the support.